Episode 18, Applejack's Shocking Discovery. Friday morning, Ponyville. A steady rain is falling over the town as Sonic and Manic are walking around. Seriously, bro, did you have to go shopping today? Oh, come on, Manic, it's just a little bit of rain. You don't get too many days off these days, and I just wanted to spend some quality time with my bro before Dash comes home tonight. You can't wait to spend that money you got from Twilight's boyfriend. I can't blame you though. I know what I'm buying the second I get my first taste of money being in this band. So what you buying today, Sonic? When we find the jewelry store I'm looking for, you'll find out. Oh, Mr. Romantic buying Rainbow Dash some jewelry. Smooth move, Romeo, but Rainbow Dash doesn't seem like the kind of girl who's into that kind of stuff. So no wonder you're in a rush to shop in the rain. You want to make sure you got the bling so you can give it to her tonight. I wouldn't say that. The gift I'm getting for her is going to take a couple of weeks for the jeweler to make them according to rarity. I need to get this order in so it's ready for when I need it in a couple of weeks. Hey, I think that's the place across the street. You mean the place that literally says shiny gems, fine jewelry? Yeah, I think that's the place. Duh. Sonic playfully shoves Manic. Jerk. Race you there. Sonic bolts off. No fair! You got a head start, Sonic! Manic runs and catches up to Sonic in front of the jewelry store. Like you ever had a chance at catching me anyway. This is definitely the right place, bro. Come on, let's check it out. Sonic and Manic enter the jewelry store. Don't you feel a little out of... Ooh. Don't you feel a little out of place right now, Sonic? I mean, you never bought Amy any jewelry, and the only other time I ever saw you with jewelry is when you had a Chaos Emerald in your possession. Ha ha ha, you're so funny, Manic. Rainbow Dash is the one, Manic. I love her more than I ever expected to love anyone. She's special to me, and right now you're about to see how special she really is. I wanted you here because you're going to be my best man when I marry her. Manic's jaw has dropped. Wait, bro, you're here to buy wedding rings? To quote you, duh. Well, first off, I'm honored to be your best man, bro. Secondly, I can't believe you're actually ready to get married. I know. It's the last thing I was thinking about when we arrived here. Shiny Gem walks over to Sonic and Manic. Good morning and welcome to my store. Is there anything I can help you with? Yeah, I was looking at purchasing two wedding rings. Shouldn't you be buying an engagement ring first, Sonic? The ponies don't do engagement rings, bro. You came to the right place. I'm Shiny Gem. Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is my twin brother Manic. Pleasure to meet the two of you. If you follow me, I'll show you our wedding ring options. So who's the lucky girl you're proposing to? Her name is Rainbow Dash. I know who she is. She's pretty much a celebrity here in Ponyville. You're a very lucky hedgehog. Boy, don't I know it. All right, here we are. As you can see, all the rings are either plain silver or gold. Two silver rings will run you 50 bits. Two golds are 100 bits. Now, if you're going to add cutie marks to the rings, silver will run 100 bits for two and 200 for the gold. I figured since you're a hedgehog, you'll probably want two plain wedding bands. Actually, I'll take two silver wedding bands with the cutie mark additions. I might be a hedgehog, but I'm a rather unique kind of hedgehog who happens to have a cutie mark. How's that possible? Let's just say I'm not the first hedgehog in my family who wound up falling in love with a pony. I can't see it through your fur. Do you mind if I take a look? I can add it to the cutie mark registry if you'd like. Sonic moves his fur around. Go ahead and see for yourself. Shiny Gem looks. No, I don't want my cutie mark in the registry. I'm supposed to be keeping this a secret. Princess Celestia probably wouldn't be too happy with me right now if she found out I was showing this to you. Your cutie mark looks like your pair of shoes with a crown over the top of it. Yep, that sounds about right. It's going to be hard to photograph your cutie mark for the engraving process to add to your wife's wedding band, but I might be able to take a picture of your shoes and just freehand the crown part of your cutie mark. In the meantime, I will look up your wife to be in the cutie mark registry so I can add her cutie mark to your wedding band. Shiny Gem walks behind his counter and begins going through his Cutie Mark registry book. Here's something else, bro. How do you just go around showing off your Cutie Mark and not be embarrassed by it? Need I remind you that Princess Celestia told you to keep your Cutie Mark a secret? Manic, you need to learn to accept the fact that we are pony. I'm very proud of our heritage, Manic, and I'm certainly not afraid to show it either. I understand why you're hesitant to show yours, but we're on a planet where you don't get ridiculed for having a Cutie Mark. What's Princess Celestia going to do to me? Do you honestly think she'll have me punished for embracing my Cutie Mark? Come on, Manic. Princess Celestia is technically family. I believe I found Rainbow Dash's Cutie Mark in the registry. Sonic, could you please confirm that this is the Cutie Mark of your soon-to-be fiancé? Sonic looks in the book. Yep, that Cutie Mark definitely belongs to Rainbow Dash. Excellent. Then we can get started. Once you choose the color of the rings, Rainbow Dash will wear her wedding ring on her left ear. You, on the other hoof, have the option to either wear the wedding ring on your left ear, or since you have fingers, you may choose to wear the wedding ring on your left ring finger. I'm going with the left ring finger. Earrings aren't my cup of tea, unlike my brother over there. You wanted silver wedding bands, correct? Yeah. All right, let's get your ring finger sized. Sonic places his hand on the counter while Shiny Gem starts sizing. Manic, you also have to start thinking about it from this perspective. If you keep hating on your Cutie Mark, what does that say to all the ponies, especially Pinkie Pie? It may offend them if you continue to diminish your Cutie Mark, which is considered sacred by the ponies. Bro, we are the only two non-ponies that have Cutie Marks. Do you even realize how significant that is on this planet? Now, why did you have to bring Double P into this conversation? Because you're inadvertently breaking Pinkie Pie's heart by not accepting your Cutie Mark and your pony heritage. You keep trying to cover it up, and Pinkie is hurt by it all because she doesn't understand how you could love her being a pony and yet be ashamed that you yourself are part pony. I can't take this right now. I'm out of here, man. Good luck with the ring shopping, bro. Manic walking towards the exit. Manic, running isn't going to solve anything. Whatever. Manic leaves. Sonic finished up at the jewelry store despite Manic walking out. After being sized by Shiny Gems, Sonic purchased two silver wedding bands with the Cutie Mark additions for 100 bits. Shiny Gem told Sonic the rings would be ready in a week or so. Manic, on the other hand, returned home to Pinkie Pie's apartment at Sugar Cube Corner. Manic sat on the couch, listening to the rain pelt the roof of the apartment. He began to cry as the thought of hurting Pinkie Pie started to sink in. Manic has never been in love before, despite always being popular with the ladies. For the first time in Manic's life, he was afraid of losing a girl, afraid of losing his angel, Pinkie Pie. Fluttershy was fast asleep on her couch this morning. Fluttershy was exhausted, having to work overnight to spread the rain clouds over Equestria. Thanks to Fluttershy and the other Pegasus ponies who work at the Cloudsdale Cloud-Making Center, Ponyville is receiving some much-needed rain. Tails trots down the staircase. Angel Bunny, Fluttershy's pet is angrily thumping his foot on the floor next to the staircase, holding his food bowl. Oh, don't worry, Angel, I'll feed you. I guess Fluttershy isn't home yet this morning. Angel Bunny motions to Tails that Fluttershy is indeed home, and that he's angry that Fluttershy is sleeping and not feeding him. Tails takes the bowl from Angel Bunny. Tails fills the bowl with lettuce and sets it down on the floor for Angel Bunny. Angel Bunny gets furious with Tails and kicks the bowl of lettuce over, waking a now angry Fluttershy. Fluttershy, furious. Darn you, Angel! I worked my wings and hooves off all night, spreading this storm over Ponyville, and you have the audacity to wake me? I'm sorry, I was trying to help by feeding him. I didn't mean to wake you, Fluttershy. Oh, it's not your fault, Tails. Angel Bunny is a spoiled little brat who'll only eat blueberries for breakfast. Fluttershy gets up off the couch. Tails rushes over to Fluttershy. Please, I can handle all your animals. You're exhausted, Fluttershy. I'll help you up to your room so you can sleep peacefully. Tails scoops Fluttershy into his arms and uses his tails to fly Fluttershy up to her room. I never realized you were this strong, Tails. This is kind of fun. Well, you've had a long night creating the storm and spreading it over Ponyville. It's the least I could do. Oh, I still have to wake up this afternoon to help clear the clouds away. Tails very gently sets Fluttershy down in her bed. Tails covers Fluttershy up with her comforter. There you go. Are you comfy? Very. Thank you, Tails. Fluttershy gives Tails a kiss on the cheek. Tails blushes. I better let you get some rest. Don't worry about anything but sleep. I'll do all the chores and take care of all the animals today. You're a lifesaver. Thanks again. I don't know what I would do without you. Tails watches Fluttershy gently close her eyes as she falls back to sleep. Tails very quietly walks to the door. He turns and looks at Fluttershy, who is fast asleep, and smiles, before exiting and closes the door behind him. Ponyville train station. Passenger train pulling up to the station. Pinkie Pie is standing on the platform with an umbrella waiting for her sister Maud to exit the train. The crowd grows as the train empties. Pinkie Pie starts jumping up and down in an attempt to spot Maud. Maud exits the train with her luggage. Pinkie Pie jumping. Maud! Over here, Maud! Maud spots Pinkie Pie. Hello, Pinkie. Yay! You found me in a hurry! Pinkie, you're a bright pink pony, jumping 8 feet into the air, shouting my name. Maud. Over here, Maud. It's not really that hard to find you. Pinkie Pie embraces Maud tightly. Maud, I'm so excited you're here in Ponyville. I can't wait for you to meet Manic. I think you're really going to like him. Here, take my umbrella. I'll take care of your luggage. I'm excited to be here too, and to meet Manic. Can't you tell? Totally. Thanks for the umbrella. You really should be wearing a raincoat, Pinkie. You're going to catch a cold. So how are things? Great! Business at the bakery has been crazy, and Manic is constantly rehearsing with his band as they prepare to open up for Rah-Rah in a couple of weeks. My favorite kind of music is silence, or listening to water crash off rocks. To me, there is no sweeter sound. That's why I like to stand on a beach during a hurricane. You're so funny, Maud. Pinkie Pie and Maud exit the train station and are walking down the street. I think it's cool that Manic has a cutie mark, even though he's a hedgehog from a different planet. I wonder what kind of rocks his planet had. I think just rocks. Speaking of rocks, did you bring Boulder? Maud pulls out her pet rock Boulder out of her blouse pocket. Pinkie, you know I never leave Boulder alone while I'm away. Hi, Boulder. You remember your Auntie Pinkie Pie. Boulder is a rock, Pinkie. He doesn't have memories. Yeah, I know that. Maud, you are just full of jokes today. Maud puts Boulder back in her pocket. Pinkie Pie and Maud continue walking back to Pinkie Pie's apartment. Sugar Cube Corner. Sonic walks in. I hope my Maud voice was good. I auditioned for Maud and I didn't get the part about a month or so ago, so I hope it was okay. Amy is putting fresh donuts into the bakery case. Hey, are those donuts fresh? Amy's surprised to see Sonic. Oh, hey, Sonic. I haven't seen you in a while. How are things? Couldn't be better, Amy. How are you liking the job? I love it, actually. After everything I've been through lately with being moved to a new planet for a second time in my life and being dumped by you, I decided to focus on myself for a change. Working in this bakery has given me a purpose, and it's been shockingly therapeutic. Amy, I'm sorry about the way I handled things with you. I didn't intend on falling in love with Rainbow Dash when we came here, but it happened. Don't apologize, Sonic. I can't blame you for breaking up with me. I'm glad you were finally honest with me after all these years. I never realized just how much I hurt you when I chose Shadow over you. Rainbow Dash is one lucky girl. No, not true. I'm the one who got lucky. Okay, maybe you got lucky a little. She's something else, that Rainbow Dash. I hate admitting this, especially to you, but she's perfect for you. The first time I saw the two of you together, that's when it really hit me that you and I were over. The thing is, Ames, I didn't realize you and I were over until I started hanging out with Dash. I saw her tenacity the very first day we met when I challenged her to catch me, and she did. From that point on, I was intrigued by her. We started hanging out, and I started to see just how truly wonderful she is. I couldn't stop myself from falling for her. Once I did, I knew I had to break your heart, because you and I could never get back to what Dash and I have now. I'm truly sorry that I hurt you, and even more sorry I've led you on the last 7 years. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry for breaking your heart and your faith in me. Sonic, if I could go back and change things, but you can't, Amy, and neither can I. Even if I could, I wouldn't do things any differently than I have. There is one thing that Shadow said to me a couple of months back that still hasn't settled well with me, and I wanted to ask you about it. Was Shadow really the better hedgehog? You really want to know? I need to hear it from you. Yes, Sonic, he was. My heart still hurts losing him, but I couldn't be with him knowing he was working for Dr. Eggman. I've never stopped loving Shadow. Even when I broke up with him, every piece of my heart was still madly in love with him. I just couldn't look past him working with Eggman. Damn you, Sonic. You're bringing back so many emotions. Then why did you come back to me? Because I didn't want to be alone, and I still had feelings for you. I thought that we'd be able to rekindle what we once had. I'm beginning to understand now why you and I haven't been able to make it work the last 7 years. Sonic walks behind the counter. Sonic embraces Amy tight. It looks like we both got the closure we needed. Thanks, Amy. I want you to know I'll always be around if you need me. We've always been friends, and I don't see why we still can't be. Amy lets go of Sonic. There's no reason for us not to be. I'm glad to hear that. Amy, have you seen Manic? Yeah, he's in Pinkie Pie's apartment. If you go to that door down the hall, that's the back entrance to Pinkie Pie's apartment. She keeps it locked, so just knock on it. Thanks, Ames. You're welcome, and thank you for giving me the closure I needed for so long. Sonic smiles and walks to the door and knocks. Manic answers. What do you want? Leave it to you to ruin my sulking. Can I come in? Yeah, I guess. Sonic enters. Manic closes the door. I'm sorry I got so openly opinionated with you at the jewelry store back there. I know how much you love Pinkie Pie, and I don't want to see you ruin it because you can't accept being part pony. Pinkie is the best thing that's ever happened to you. I know she is, Sonic. My entire life I've been judged by this cutie mark. Having it is an honor and unique, but I'm also unique too. Sonic, I want the ponies to like me because of my personality and my music, not by my cutie mark. They already do, Manic. All of Pinkie Pie's friends like you for you. Most of them probably don't even realize you have a cutie mark. Pinkie Pie herself fell in love with you before she knew about your cutie mark. In fact, it was Pinkie's belief in you that made me want to forgive you. Seriously? Absolutely. Despite all the warnings, Pinkie opened her heart to you and gave you a chance because she saw something special about you. She had no idea you were part pony. She fell in love with you, Manic. Manic nods. You were always the smart one, you know. You're right, though. Pinkie Pie is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I don't ever want to lose her. It's true what she said about her, falling in love with me before she found out about my cutie mark. I think I'm finally ready to embrace this cutie mark thing. So, how did the ring shopping wind up? Did you buy 'em? I sure did, bro. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask Rainbow Dash to marry me. I'm happy for you. Good luck, bro. Pinkie Pie and Maud entered through the front door of the apartment. Oh, hey, guys! Cut your bro day short because of the rain? Not exactly. Speaking of rain, you're so completely double P, you're gonna catch a cold. I already shared that with her. Ooh, Manic! This is my sister, Maud. Pleasure, Maud. Pinkie Pie has told me a lot about you. The name's Manic. This guy is my twin brother, Sonic. Hi. Nice to meet you. I better get going. I still have a couple of things to do around the Cloud Dominion before Rainbow Dash gets home. Oh, come on. Please stay, Sonic. I got cider. Well, I guess I have time for one glass of apple cider before I head home. Meanwhile, Twilight and Flash are on a train heading for Ponyville. I had a wonderful time with you. It's a shame we're heading back now. I do have to catch up on some of my royal duties when we return to the castle. I'm sure Spike has a mountain of letters from Princess Celestia that I'll need to read. Speaking of Princess Celestia, I kind of feel bad that I haven't really done my job since moving to Ponyville. She's doubled my income, and all I've done since accepting the promotion is have fun with you. I'd like to think we both have had that kind of effect on each other. I still think Princess Celestia had an ulterior motive sending you to Ponyville. If she did, she never told me what it was. She offered me a standard promotion and convinced me that I should take it, because I'd be close to you again. Maybe she knew we were in love before we did. Flash, don't think I'm being ungrateful. Honestly, I'm happy you accepted the promotion because I've been in love with you for a long time, and I was finally able to find the time to tell you because of your promotion. I'm not concerned about us. I'm concerned that the only reason Princess Celestia sent you was to distract me from the most controversial cover-up Equestria has ever seen, one that impacts our past and our future as a society. Think about it. She abruptly ended the meeting we attended a few weeks back, and the next day you show up at my castle. If she knew we were in love, she could have sent you to Ponyville at any other moment, and yet she waited until the day of that confidential meeting to offer you a transfer to my castle. All I'm saying is that this is all adding up to Princess Celestia trying to distract me. I can't say for sure if Princess Celestia did indeed have a motive for sending me to you. All I know is that my motive for accepting the promotion is because I love you, and I saw it as an opportunity to finally be with you, so I took it. I swear, I'm not aware of any additional reasons as to why she chose to send me. And I believe you, Flash. I love you too. Regardless, I must get back to work immediately when we arrive back at my castle. Somehow I will unravel all the secrets that are being kept from me, one way or another, even without any historical evidence. I'm sorry, you don't deserve this, but it's been on my mind, and I needed to hear your side of the story. I know that you love me, Flash. Please don't ever mistake my questioning of your promotion as me not loving you, because I do love you, and that's why I needed to bring it up. I want to prove to you that I'm not part of her scheme, if she has one. I want to help you figure out whatever it is you're trying to unravel. You can't. It would be considered treason. I won't allow you to suffer that fate. I can't even divulge what I already know to you. All I'm asking from you is that you give me some space when we return home. I promise I will make time for you, but the best way you can help me is by staying out of it. I understand. Please remember, no matter what, Twilight, I love you. Twilight kisses Flash. I'm sorry. I love you too. Whatever this is, it's huge, and I need to find out the truth. I can't be left in the dark, especially when it involves our security. Rainbow Dash's Cloud Dominion. Around 6 p.m. Sonic is pulling a pizza out of the oven. Sonic hears Rainbow Dash entering the Cloud Dominion. Sonic places the pizza on top of the oven and goes over to greet Rainbow Dash.
Hi! So glad this week went quickly.
They give each other a kiss and a hug.
It smells like pizza in here. Thanks for making dinner, Sonic.
Now, I figured you'd be hungry after flying home, so I tried to have it ready by the time you got home. Looks like I timed it perfect. Here, let me take your bag.
Thanks.
Sonic takes the bag to the laundry room. Rainbow Dash grabs a seat at her kitchen table and waits for Sonic to return. Sonic returns to the kitchen and starts cutting the pizza. How was your week?
Productive. I got a great group of recruits, except for one pony, Thunder. He's amazing, don't get me wrong, and has the potential to be one of the greatest Wonderbolts of all time. However, I worried that his arrogance could cost him a legit shot at even becoming a Bolt. I have to try to get through to him. He's so talented that it would be a complete waste if I had to let him go because of it. So, what have you been up to this week?
I had my first experience as a taxi driver when Flash Sentry paid me to take him and Twilight to Manhattan. Flash paid me 200 bits for the trip.
Well, look at you, Mr. Hedgehog, making that money. I'm just happy you're staying busy while I'm gone. Thank you for keeping the place clean and for taking care of Tank while I'm away.
Sonic pulls out the apple cider and pours himself and Rainbow Dash a glass. Sonic brings the glasses to the table. I live here too, so keeping the place clean is just as important to me. I'm glad I stayed pretty busy this week. Time moved so much faster this week than it did last week. I wanted to let you know that Pinkie Pie is throwing a surprise Cutie Mark party for Manic tomorrow night at Fluttershy's place. Sonic grabs the 2 plates of pizza and sits down at the table with Rainbow Dash.
Not so sure how Manic is gonna like that, considering how he feels about having that Cutie Mark.
I hung out with Manic this morning and we had a long discussion about our cutie marks. By the end of our conversation, I believe Manic is ready to accept that he's indeed part pony.
That's nice to hear. I'm glad you took the time to hang out with Manic. I know the two of you have had your share of problems with each other over the years, but it's nice seeing you guys work out your problems. So what did you guys do during your hangout?
Manic and I went shopping this morning with the money I made from taking Twilight and Flash to Manhattan.
I bet that money is spent. No wonder we're eating frozen pizza. You could have taken me out for a fancy dinner at the Rose Garden Bistro.
I only spent half of it today. I haven't quite decided what I'm using the other half for yet. I think I'm going to hold on to it for a while. I have some things planned for us that may require that use of the money.
Oh, so it's more of those fantastic and breathtaking surprises you love giving me. You know, you don't have to spend money on me to give me an unforgettable surprise. Honestly, just us being together is the greatest gift I've ever received. You planning that trip to outer space a couple of weeks ago is hooves down the greatest, most romantic gift I've ever gotten.
Yeah, I'm pretty thankful we had the chance to do it.
Me too. It proved to me just how truly wonderful you are. Sonic, that was easily the best experience of my life. And it's those little things you do that prove to me just how much you love me. I'm the luckiest pony alive to have you in my life. I know it's been a week, but I'm still totally blown away that my father gave us his blessing.
He saw for himself just how happy we are together. He knew I was going to ask for his blessing. I think he wanted you to see it, though, and that's why he gave it to the both of us. He said he made a promise to you and himself to never give his blessing again after what Soren did to you.
My dad made that promise because he was being protective. He witnessed my worst heartache, and it broke his heart too, seeing me so sad. For months, I couldn't laugh, smile, talk, and I certainly chose seclusion over hanging out, which, as you know, is totally not me at all. Then I met you, and you immediately brought out my confident, competitive side again. Sonic, you have this unbelievable, loving, and calming presence, and ever since we met, I can't help but be happy and smile when I'm around you.
With you, Dash, I finally met a girl who can keep up with me.
So what did you buy so far with that money?
It's a surprise. We're just going to have to wait until I decide to give it to you.
You and your unforgettable surprises.
Sweet Apple Acres. Apple Bloom is reading a textbook at the Master Emerald Temple. Applejack trots over. Hey, there you are, Apple Bloom. I've been looking for you. Granny Smith just pulled dinner out of the oven. What are you doing out here?
Just reading my history book, getting a head start on my homework. The weather is nice now, and I didn't feel like reading in the house, so I decided to come out here to the Master Emerald Temple to read.
So how did the first day of school go? Apple Bloom closes her book.
It was okay. Another school year of taking grief from Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
You know why I think they pick on you? I think Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon are jealous because you actually have more friends than they do. That and you're different because you're adventurous and you're not afraid to fail at trying new things.
No, they poke fun out of Granny. Frankly, I'm getting a little tired of it. Oh, and they made fun of Knuckles today, too. They called him a hippie rat.
Well, I guess he kind of is a hippie rat. Oh, poor Nux. He really enjoyed walking you to school this morning.
I know, and I love being able to hang out with him this morning. I don't want Knuckles to hate walking me to school because Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon are making fun of him.
Now, don't you go a-fretting, Apple Bloom. Knuckles isn't going to let a couple of spoiled, rich, and overprivileged fillies stop him from walking you to school. Applejack looks at the Master Emerald's column. What the heck is that?
What, Applejack?
After all the times Nux and I chill up here, I can't believe I didn't see this before. The elements of harmony are inscribed into the Master Emerald's column holder. Applejack rushes over to the Master Emerald and walks around it, noticing that every element of harmony, except for Twilight's, has a compartment carved into the stone.
Applejack, why are the elements of harmony inscribed into the Master Emerald's holder?
I don't know, Sugar Cube. What I don't understand is why Twilight's element of magic is not included in the stone carvings. We better get going back to the house before dinner gets cold. Applejack leads Apple Bloom away. Applejack turns to look at the Master Emerald one last time before walking back with Apple Bloom. Twilight's castle. Twilight and Flash enter.
Spike, we're back!
Spike exits the den and finds Twilight. Hey guys, did the two of you have fun on your trip?
Yes, we did, Spike. Did you find out anything useful reading those books I asked you to read?
Nothing at all. I really think we need to give up, Twilight. We're never going to find out anything useful about the Equestrian Empire of Mobius.
Princess Celestia and Princess Luna have gone to great lengths to keep whatever they're hiding concealed. There has to be answers somewhere, Spike.
Please tell me you didn't obsess over this while you were on your trip with Flash. No, we really did have fun. It wasn't until today on the train ride back that she started to flip the switch and go back to being all work and no fun, Twilight.
Flash, I already explained all this to you. It's my duty to figure this all out.
Even if it means treason? Come on, Twilight, you've said it yourself. They've concealed the truth for a reason. Finding out whatever it is you're trying to find out is not a duty you're supposed to be undertaking.
I can't be tried for treason because I'm royalty. My duties are whatever I feel necessary to keep Equestria safe, and I can't do that if the truth is being withheld from me. I won't waste my time reading those pointless books. Thanks, Spike, for all the hard work you put into reading them. I'll return them to the Crystal Empire next week.
I'm sorry, I know how much you want to find out the truth, but let's face it, we found nothing but dead ends at every turn. I think it's best if we just take a step back, and who knows, maybe the truth will find us.
Starlight enters. You guys are back! How was the trip to Pony Island? Did you achieve all your goals for the trip?
Twilight smiles and looks at Flash Sentry. Yeah, we definitely achieved every bucket list goal I had for the trip, and a little bit of extra. Flash blushes. I'm going to get our luggage emptied and hop into the shower. Flash exits the room. So was it the time of your life? Twilight smiles and bites her lip. Oh, Starlight, you have no idea just how much fun I really had on this trip. Flash is the real deal, and we're undoubtedly in love. Starlight gets excited. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I received some great news about the house I'm buying. They gave Shadow and I a closing day. I'm gonna head over to Rarity's now to walk home with Cream. All right, Spike, and thanks again for going through all the books for me. I really appreciate it. Not a problem, Twilight. Cream worked extra hours this week helping Rarity finish the fall line, so I had some extra reading time. The truth always has a way of just showing up. I think if you're patient, you'll eventually find what you've been looking for. And I'll see you guys in a little while. Spike leaves the castle. That's great news. I'm so excited for you and Shadow getting a place of your own. I'll have to plan you a housewarming party, and I already gave you my housewarming gift. Starlight shakes her head. I'm so burning that couch. Night has fallen on Ponyville. Final preparations are being made at Fluttershy's cottage for Manic's Cutie Mark party. Amy and Pinkie Pie are currently baking a cake for the party, while Tails is helping an exhausted Fluttershy clean. Fluttershy worked an exhausting overnight shift by spreading rain clouds over Ponyville. After a short morning and afternoon nap, she returned to work by clearing the storm away. Fluttershy was currently head bobbing and struggling to stay awake while sweeping her living room. Fluttershy's broom gives way and Fluttershy hits the floor. A startled Tails rushes over to check on her. Fluttershy, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Goodness, did I fall asleep?
You've had an extremely long day. You really should go to sleep for the night. I can take care of the rest of the cleaning. Tails is right, Fluttershy. Pinkie and I have the baking covered. Tails can finish up the cleaning. You really need to go and get a good night's rest for the party tomorrow night.
And it's not safe with you falling asleep while standing. You're very lucky you didn't jab yourself with that broom falling over like you did.
Tails helps Fluttershy up off the floor.
Thank you, Tails. I'm so sorry I can't help you guys out. Fluttershy, you're letting me throw this party at your house. You've already done enough in my book. It's like Amy said, you'll need plenty of rest for the party tomorrow night. Still, this is my home, and I just feel bad that I don't have any energy to help set up tonight.
Come on, Fluttershy. I'll help you get upstairs and into bed. Here, I'll carry you up again. Tails allows Fluttershy to lean on him as he lifts her up onto his shoulder. Tails slowly walks Fluttershy upstairs, carrying her on his shoulder.
I'm still so amazed at how strong you are, Tails. This is really embarrassing. I've never been so exhausted. You really care about me, don't you?
You know I do. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
No, I'm fine.
They enter Fluttershy's room. Tails puts Fluttershy into bed. There you go. Get some rest, Fluttershy. Fluttershy covers herself with a blanket.
Tails?
Yeah? Fluttershy leans over and kisses Tails on the cheek. Tails puts his head down and is blushing.
I really appreciate everything you do for me. Good night, Tails.
Good night, Shy. Fluttershy smiles, snuggles into her blanket, and falls asleep. Tails smiles at her and leaves the room, closing the door behind him. Thanks, by the way, Jose. I saw that comment you just posted. I'm glad you're enjoying all these live streams. Thank you for joining me for all of them. Tails heads back downstairs to finish cleaning.
You and Fluttershy are so adorable together. It's really sweet how you take care of her.
Aw, thanks. I really like her. I'm not sure I'm ready to admit it to her, though.
Don't rush it, Tails. I mean, you're still mending after losing Cosmo. It is pretty obvious, though, that you are developing a crush on her.
Can we just drop it, Amy? I'm getting embarrassed, and you know how shy I am.
OMG! He does have a crush on Fluttershy! Yay!
Pinkie, can you please keep it down? Fluttershy really needs her rest after the long day she's had.
Oops, sorry.
In all honesty, I do have a crush on her. It's true what Amy said, though. I'm still not ready to start a new relationship yet when my heart still loves and mourns Cosmo. I'd feel guilty, like I'm betraying Cosmo if I moved on right now.
Wow, I actually gave good relationship advice? I can't believe it, given my track record. Well, if it helps you at all, Tails, I know for a fact that Fluttershy is interested in you. She told me so on numerous occasions.
I know she is. Every time I'm around her, I get that feeling in my gut that makes my knees quiver. I'm falling for her, but I just can't do it right now. No biggie. At least those feelings are there, though. You two are going to be great together once it happens, and I can't wait to see Fluttershy happy. You do deserve to find love again, and you know Cosmo wanted you to be happy. One of these days I'll get there, and Pinky, I can't wait to make Fluttershy happy. I think you are ready to, Tails. Pinkie Pie's apartment. After 10 p.m., Manic is singing Kiss You, the song he'll be singing opening up for Rah-Rah. Maud is secretly listening to Manic sing. Manic hears the floor creep and stops singing. You don't have to stop. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. It's okay. I wasn't sleeping anyway. You know, for a rock star, you have a pretty good voice. Thanks. I didn't think music was your thing. It's not. Rocks are my thing. Yeah, Pinky said you're studying to become a geologist or something like that. Well, since you're into rocks, maybe you naturally like rock music. Maud cracks a tiny smile. Good joke. Pun intended, I'm sure. Manic laughs. Totally. Still can't believe your sister's with Pinkie Pie. You two are totally different. Pinky wasn't always vibrant. Living on the family rock farm wasn't her thing. I could see why. Pinky's the most unique girl I've ever met. She's so much fun and full of positive energy. I came to Equestria with a bad reputation. I got involved in some pretty bad things on my home planet, and Pinky looked past my reputation and gave me a chance, despite all the warnings she got about me. I love your sister very much. She's my angel. I want to promise you that I'll never stop loving her and that I won't be the guy that breaks Pinkie Pie's heart. I couldn't possibly hurt her because she has the heart of gold. Yes, she does. I'm glad you told me this. I was planning to have this discussion with you at some point. I'm glad Pinky's happy. Maud starts to head back to Pinky's room. Good night, Maud. Good night, Manic. Maud goes back to Pinky's room and closes the door. Meanwhile, Sweet Apple Acres. Knuckles fast asleep in Applejack's bed. Applejack pokes her head up over to make sure Knuckles is sleeping. Applejack very quietly and carefully exits the bed to sneak out to the Master Emerald Temple. Realizing that Knuckles is completely passed out, Applejack walks to her dresser and reaches behind the mirror where she keeps the element of honesty hanging on a hook. Knowing she has complete privacy, Applejack puts the element of honesty around her neck and slowly exits her bedroom. Applejack throws on a light jacket over her back before exiting the farmhouse. As she reaches the base of the front porch, she gives a quick glance around her to make sure no one else is following her. Applejack, realizing she's in the clear, decides to slowly trot towards the Master Emerald Temple with the element of harmony of honesty. Applejack is curious to know what will happen when she places her apple-shaped elements into its slot underneath the Master Emerald. After a 2-minute trot, Applejack has reached the steps of the Master Emerald Temple. Applejack takes a deep breath. I really shouldn't be doing this. Applejack gulps as she begins to ascend the steps of the Master Emerald Temple. Applejack nervously looks around to make sure she wasn't followed and is now having second thoughts of doing what she was about to do. I can't do this. She turns away to leave, but I gotta know why. Applejack takes her apple-shaped element out of its holder on her necklace. Applejack's hoof is shaking as she places the element of honesty into its apple-shaped stone-carved holder underneath the Master Emerald on its holding column. As she does this, her element of harmony immediately attaches itself to the Master Emerald Temple. Once this happens, an enormous light engulfs the Master Emerald Temple. The Master Emerald and the 3 Chaos Emeralds begin to glow violently as they react to Applejack's element of honesty. Meanwhile, back in Applejack's room, Knuckles is startled out of sleep by the blinding light of the Chaos Emeralds reacting to the element of harmony of honesty. Knuckles looks over and is horrified to see Applejack is not in bed with him. Knuckles throws the covers off and rushes out of the room, heading for the Master Emerald Temple. Meanwhile, back at the Master Emerald Temple, Applejack is standing motionless as she is in a trance. The Master Emerald was showing Applejack a vision. The Master Emerald's telepathic message to Applejack. Princess Twilight Sparkle is hovering over the Master Emerald Temple. All 7 Chaos Emeralds are sitting atop of their columns, and all of the elements of harmony have also been united with the Master Emerald. The 7 Chaos Emeralds are shooting beams of light into the elements of harmony. Once this happens, an enormous beam of light shoots out of the top of the Master Emerald. The beam from the Master Emerald shoots into the air where Princess Twilight Sparkle is hovering. The beam of light goes straight into Princess Twilight Sparkle's crown, the element of harmony of magic. Once Princess Twilight's element absorbs this light from the Master Emerald, Princess Twilight Sparkle transforms into a full-grown alicorn, thus becoming Queen Twilight Sparkle, the Queen of Harmony and Chaos. Applejack snaps out of it as the Master Emerald, the 3 Chaos Emeralds, and her element of harmony have stopped reacting to each other, and the enormous light they emitted has vanished. Applejack is breathing extremely hard as she is in absolute shock at the visions the Master Emerald has just shown her. Knuckles has been standing behind Applejack during this event. Applejack, being in a trance, has no idea Knuckles is behind her. Applejack takes the element of honesty out of its stone-carved holder.
Applejack, what have you done?